The hunter becomes hunted. Part 3 of 4. Miguel spent the next 12 hours in a frenzy of digital detective work, following the saboteur's trail through layers of encrypted files and hidden directories. The evidence led him to a chilling realization. The attacks weren't random acts of corporate vandalism, but a calculated scheme to tank Pinnacle Tech's value so someone could buy the company for pennies on the dollar. Every corrupted function, every cascading failure had been precisely orchestrated to create maximum damage while appearing accidental. The saboteur had inside knowledge of every security protocol and system vulnerability, meaning they had been planning this for months, possibly years. As Miguel dug deeper into the access logs, a pattern emerged that made his blood run cold. The malicious code injections all traced back to a single user account, senior developer Jennifer Walsh, the same woman who had publicly humiliated him just days earlier. Walsh had been systematically sabotaging the company while positioning herself as the most vocal critic of the IT security failures, deflecting suspicion by appearing to be the most frustrated by the problems she herself was creating. Her plan was diabolical in its simplicity: destroy the company's reputation, watch the stock price crash, then help a mysterious buyer acquire Pinnacle Tech at a fraction of its real value. But Miguel's investigation had not gone unnoticed. As he worked through the night, he began to sense he was being watched, his keystrokes monitored, his every discovery potentially being reported back to Walsh. His paranoia proved justified when he noticed someone had remotely accessed his workstation 3 times during his investigation, each time coinciding with his breakthrough moments. Miguel realized he was no longer just racing against a 7-day deadline. He was now in a dangerous game of cat and mouse with a saboteur who had everything to lose if exposed. Walsh confronted him directly at 6 a.m., finding him alone in the server room where no security cameras could record their conversation. Her demeanor had completely changed from smirking superiority to cold, calculating menace. She revealed that she knew exactly what he had discovered and made it clear that his investigation ended now. The threat in her voice was unmistakable as she explained that Miguel's sudden success would raise too many questions, and she had already prepared contingencies to frame him for the very sabotage he had uncovered. Walsh had documentation ready to prove that the janitor who suddenly solved everyone's problems was actually the one who caused them in the first place. The confrontation escalated when Walsh revealed the scope of her conspiracy. She wasn't working alone, and her partners had significant resources and influence throughout the tech industry. If Miguel tried to expose her, she would not only destroy his career but ensure he faced criminal charges for corporate sabotage and computer fraud. Her backup plan was already in motion: falsified evidence showing that Miguel had used his after-hours access to plant the malicious code, with his sudden solution being nothing more than a criminal covering his tracks. She painted a picture of a disgruntled janitor who sabotaged the company out of resentment, then tried to play hero to cover his crimes. But Miguel had learned something from 8 years of being invisible. People underestimate what they cannot see. While Walsh had been monitoring his main workstation, she had no idea that he had been secretly copying all evidence to multiple hidden locations, including encrypted backups sent to external servers and physical drives hidden throughout the building. His years of studying cybersecurity had taught him that the most dangerous enemy is one who knows they're being hunted. As Walsh finished her threats and turned to leave, Miguel quietly activated a recording app on his hidden phone, capturing her full confession to crimes that could send her to prison for decades. The tables had turned completely, but Miguel knew the most dangerous part of his battle was just beginning. He had 18 hours left on his deadline, evidence of a massive corporate conspiracy, and a desperate criminal who would do anything to protect her scheme. As Walsh walked away, she casually mentioned that Miguel's sister Carmen had a beautiful family in Mexico, and it would be such a shame if anything happened to them. That's it for part 3. Follow Untold Lores for part 4. Like and subscribe for daily